Nityanandam. With all auspicious blessings and grace of my Guru, His Holiness Param Puja Paramhamsa Sri Nityananda Swamiji, I welcome you to the web series on depression. Jumping out of depression and suffering is very simple. It's a decision. Once you've decided, then the actions may seemingly be a little difficult, but they're not impossible. In my previous videos, I have shared how completion and finding the root pattern, reliving it, will reveal you from this heavy feeling and this feeling of suffering and depression. Few people have sent in few questions which I would like to answer. These are very basic questions about depression as such, which may not seem to be quite intellectually challenging, but I really wanted to address these basic questions itself, so there is clarity on what is mental illness, what we mean by health care for the mentally ill. In my pre-monastic life, I have volunteered for many organizations where we have worked on multi-levels with multifacets of the mental illness. So I know for sure when I am talking about completion, finding a root pattern, I know that this is the only solution for depression, illness and the illusion of suffering. Suffering is an illusion because the moment you decide to drop it, there is no suffering in your life. It is as simple. So coming to these questions that have been sent to me, is depression a mental illness? What is depression? Can you go and look in what is actually depression? There is no such thing as depression. It is you feeling, you who have created the world of depression. It's an illusion, illusory world. When people keep coming and telling you 3, 4 times or 10 times or 20 times, oh, you look so sad, what happened? You start enjoying the attention, and when you don't get any attention, you tend to look more sad, hoping that people will give you attention. And this becomes a habit in you. And the more you tell people, yes, I'm sad, you start believing that you're depressed. You are not depressed. Depression is not even a cognition. Then how can you assume that you're depressed? Reading about it, believing it and living it are 3 different things. First of all, nobody should write it. Second, we should not believe it. The moment you believe it, you start living it. Likewise, the moment you decide, I don't want to suffer, I don't want to be depressed, you will see how it just falls away from your life. Then, when it's only a perception change, how can it be real? When it's only psychological change that needs to happen in you, it cannot be real. The suffering may be real. In reality, you may be going through the pain and the trauma and whatever you go through, or we all go through, or I used to go through before I took sannyas. It is a perception. In the moment we change the perception, then how do we get out of it? Exactly, it is only a thought. Change that thought current and you will see depression is an illusion that we have created out of our own illogical, life negative powerlessness and the need for attention. Other than this, there is nothing else. Do children get depression? Oh God, from adults we move to children. Children may absorb the life of depression seeing the parents believing that they are depressed. If you constantly ask a child if she's sad, she's going to start believing she's sad and start radiating that sadness as her lifeline. Then we will start telling, oh, the poor child is so depressed. And we pay attention. It's all comes back to attention, attention, attention from people for which we don't want to work. If you want attention from people, do good in their life. They are going to come and pay attention to you, be warm towards you, love you. We don't want to do good into anybody's life. We don't want to give them a glass of water if they come to your house. To justify the non-action of having to get up from where you're sitting and being friendly to people, which is an action by itself, a life positive action, you just keep sitting in the same couch and creating and living in the illusory world of depression. It's like Alice in the Wonderland. The moment she came out of it, it's a different world. She came to the real world. The moment you decide that there's no depression, you will come out of it. Then another question, can lack of sleep cause depression? Lack of sleep doesn't cause depression. It will cause only restlessness and erratic energy levels, and maybe a bit of acidity in your stomach and headache, eye burn, but not depression. If you run without sleep for a long time, you go into a zombie state. So that state may be perceived as depression, and when 10 people say, oh my god, क्या हुआ यार, तुम इतने बेजार लग रहे हो, तुम depressed हो क्या? Or when people say, oh my god, what happened to you? You look totally lost. Are you depressed? I think you're depressed. Why don't you go to a psychiatrist? You should. You're not getting sleep, right? Then you are depressed. There are 10 people who convince you you're depressed. Lack of sleep will not cause depression. Please try to get some sleep. It's as simple a decision to go to sleep. Take a glass of warm milk with turmeric, you will sleep. If you listen to good music, you will sleep. If you are not an avid reader, read a book, you will sleep. There are so many ways to bore yourself to sleep. So telling you're not getting sleep is just another way for your excusing your erratic behavior. There are many people I know who work late in the night till 2, 3, 4 in the morning, and then they go to sleep, and then they get up at 2 in the morning, afternoon, and quite groggy and saying, oh God, yeah, I have slept only at 2, 3 in the morning, my head is so stuffy, I can't make out anything. Who asked you to work till 3? Especially in this IT, the so-called MNC world, the multinational corporate world, I have seen a lot of friends, they go to office in the morning, stay there for 5-6 days. What do? In the morning they don't do anything. They actually don't do anything. They wait for all the colleagues to leave the office. Then some of them work in the office. And this leads to sleeplessness. Instead, if you work in the daytime, you can happily go sleep at home, spend time with your family, go out with friends, spend time on yourself, read book, you can do so many things. In fact, in the daytime, they don't even do anything. They just go around the office, nicely spoiling other people's time and work, also jumping from cabin to cubicle, cubicle to cabin, gossiping all around. And by evening when they realize they have not done a single paperwork, they're like, oh God, I have to stay awake tonight. Absolutely no way out of it. Otherwise, this month I'm going to get bad remarks. Instead, if you just focus, look deep inside you. How many of us work without focus, without prioritizing? We just don't want to even stretch our hand this much. We just hope by evening someone will come and do. And then we realize, oh, nobody's going to do, I have to do. Then makes us even more irritated. We become irate with everybody around us, angst, just ready to beat people, bark at people. Instead, just life is simple. We have to do it, let's do it. Let me do as much as I can in these times. If I'm not able to do, look deep inside each of us. There is extreme laziness for life, extreme life negative laziness. The moment you are lazy, please understand, let us all be clear, you become life negative. That's as simple as that. Just read the history of the greatest, be it kings, be it people who contributed for the society, be it the greatest avatars who lived in this planet. See how they have maximized their time in the short years that they lived in this planet. Be it Vivekananda, be it Adi Shankara, be it the great Chhatrapati Shivaji, be it the great Krishnadevaraya. See what they have achieved in their lifespan. For the lifespan they have lived and the achievements they have done, It's an extraordinary push towards life, extraordinary expansion. If all of us want to live like that and just radiate the joy of life itself, look deep in, flush out the toxic nature of laziness, flush out the toxins that are just living and breeding more toxicity in your body. It is not worth having such toxic nature at all. Just remove it, throw it out, and fill it with life positive energy. Time is here. We are here with time to leave a mark in the world, to leave behind something for the next generations to remember us with a smile, to remember us with fond memories, to remember us forever. Take this decision, look deep, flush out all the toxins inside of you, and you will see how much more you can do, how much your world expands with more friends, more relatives, more joy, more people. Life is all about people. Life is about having joy around you, and that can only happen if you look deep in and just flush out all the toxins inside your body and just refill it with new blood, new energy, and rewire your brain with the attitude of life and being life positive. It's fine for me to say all these things, it's great. I feel fine in the morning. By afternoon I decide, oh, who bothers about my life, nobody cares for me, so why should I do this? Chalta hai yaar, another kal kar lenge, tomorrow we will do, who's going to bother, nobody cares. You're not here to live life for others. Only when you decide to live life for yourself, you will understand what I'm saying. To experience who you, that unique being you are, you must and should attend Kalpataru, the weekend workshop. In this unique workshop, custom designed by my Guru Paramahamsa Sri Nityananda Swamiji, he has uniquely designed in such a way that every participant, every person participating in the program is able to express and manifest the extraordinary power inside of him, where you can actually see the result. Attend this program without fail, and you will experience the unique you in you, which will just celebrate life by living it. Celebration is not always getting together with people. It is your contribution which will be celebrated by the people. Your contribution for the people which will be celebrated by the people. It's simple. Don't forget to log on to the link below and experience your unique self. Discover your unique you inside of you, who is different from this world but who's part of the world. Just so you can celebrate life. Get out of your depression, get out of your laziness, get out of all this life negative nonsense that we've been carrying for years. Life is here to celebrate. Come celebrate your life and my life along with me by attending this program and experiencing my Guru the way I have experienced. If you have any more questions regarding this program, please leave your questions and comments below with your contact details and we will get back to you. To facilitate every human being to be able to attend this program no matter where they are, this program is being provided on two-way via video conferencing across 350 centers, temples, monasteries of Nityananda Peetham across the world. From US to Australia to France to Germany to Malaysia, Singapore, Sri Lanka, Middle East, Europe, London, name it, we are there. Just don't forget to log on and we will guide you to the nearest place where you can go and experience yourself so you can celebrate life the way you want to. Like I mentioned before, if you have any questions regarding this program, please leave your comments below with your contact details and we will get back to you. I do hope you do not miss out this weekend program because it will just transform your life permanently to joy and just celebrations. Thank you for watching Nityanandam. Please like, subscribe and share this channel with as many people as you can. Thank you.